Hey guys, welcome back to Tabletop Celts. I'm Jack. Today I'm going to be playing some 40k. I'm going to be playing an incursion mission. It's going to be 800 points. I'm going to be playing two of my customs between chapters. One of them you've seen before, which is the Brothers of Atonement. They're kind of like the silver and gold and black type colours with the lava bases. And then the other chapter is kind of new. I've painted it up recently. I still got more points to paint, but I thought 800 was fair enough to show them on the battle report. These guys are called the Desert Angels. Now, both of these chapters are Dark Angel successor chapters. Now, the Brothers of Atonement, give you some brief history. They are based off the Fallen. They're kind of looking for redemption for what they've done in the past. So they've come together and made their own chapter called the Brothers of Atonement. But the Dark Angels, I kind of imagine in the fluff of this, the Dark Angels and the Desert Angels still class them as Fallen, so traitors. So this kind of leads to this fight that's coming up now. So what I've done, I've prepared a small little narrative clip, just something cool to put together. I'll show you that, then I'll show you the army lists, then I'll show you the map layout and objectives, and then we can just jump straight in. If you want to skip ahead to see anything, I'll leave timestamps in the description below. So if you just want to skip the narrative and see the army lists, or you want to go back and see something, there you go. So I'll be back now in just a sec after this little clip.
Hear my vision, my brothers. I see 3 lions. The first lion on a high rock, big and mighty, and stands the tallest. The second lion, below the first, on the right, not as big, but also mighty. The third lion, below the first, on the left. It has black fur, different from the first and the second, but still a lion, still mighty. It has a great wound on its side. I see the 2 lions below the first lion begin to battle, but now I no longer see the first lion. Librarian Alexander, we have spotted Fallen in the sector. What are your orders? I see the 2 lions below the first begin to battle, but now I do not see the first lion. Prepare to attack, Lieutenant. Yes, sir.
Hey guys, so welcome to the Desert Angels army list. So I'll go through, because it's a custom chapter, I go through what tactics they're going for. So I went for Inheritors of the Primarch, which means I pick this one, and then I choose a main chapter tactic. So I'm choosing the Dark Angels, because they're a successor of the Dark Angels. So just a quick recap of what they get. Each time a model with this tactic makes an attack, unless that model's unit has moved this turn, excluding piling and consolidation moves, add 1 to the attack's hit roll. And each time a combat attrition test is taken for the unit with this tactic, it automatically passes. So that's what they've got for their chapter tactics. Then I'll go through what I've actually got in the list. So I'll start off with my Warlord. Sorry, I'm just finding the correct pages. So I've got a firstborn Librarian, just a regular Librarian. He's got a grav pistol and a force sword. The Warlord trait I've given him is Iron Resolve. And his relic is the armor Indomitus. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm running this as a patrol detachment. So I got another hero, which is a lieutenant, firstborn lieutenant. He's got a Astartes chainsword and a combi grav gun. Then I go over to my first troop choice. So I got 2 troop choices in this list. The first one is a 7-man tactical squad. I've got 5 Marines with just bolt guns. And I've got 1 Marine with a flamer, and I got a sergeant with a combi flamer. The next troop choice I got is a 5-man intercessor squad, and they have Stalker bolt rifles, and the sergeant has a power sword. Then I go over to my next unit, which is a heavy. I've got a Devastator squad. In this squad, I've got 2 missile launchers, a heavy flamer and a heavy bolter, and a sergeant with a combi flamer and a chainsword. And then finally, I've got a flyer, which his name I forget, which is a shame because it's such a cool model. It is a Stormhawk Interceptor. Now, this thing's packing 2 assault cannons, 1 las-talon, and 1 Typhoon missile launcher. Kind of excited to use this model. So that's everything for the Desert Angels army list, guys. I'll be back now just a sec with the Brothers of Atonement army list. Got the psychic power. Is Null Zone and Might of Heroes. Okay guys, so welcome to the Brothers of Atonement army list. So the successor chapters I've gone for, even though they are a Dark Angels, fluff-wise, successor chapter, the 2 things I've gone for them is Long Range Marksman. So I add 3 to the range characteristic of rapid fire and heavy weapons, excluding heavy flamers. See on page 185, models with this tactic are equipped with. Nice. And then Master Artisan. Each time a unit with this tactic is selected to shoot or fight, you can reroll 1 hit roll when resolving the unit's attack. Now I'm running this as a patrol also. I'll start off with my Warlords. I've got a Space Marine Captain. He's got a jump pack, a thunder hammer, and a storm shield. The Warlord trait I've given him is Champion of Humanity. His relic, I have given him the Shield Eternal. So he has a 4-up invuln, +1 to his armor save, and a barrier wound. He gets a 5-up feel no pain too. So that's my Warlords. The next hero I've got is a Lieutenant. He's got a plasma pistol and a power sword. My troop choice, I've got a 10-man tackle squad. I've got 7 Marines with just bolters. Then I got a Space Marine with a missile launcher, another Space Marine with a melter gun, and the Sergeant with a power fist and a combi melter. Then I'll go over to my Vanguard. So I got 1 Vanguard unit in this. I've got a 10-man Stern Guard veteran unit. All of them have got specialist bolt guns, except for 2 of them, which have got 2 plasma guns. Then finally I go over to my heavy. I've got a 5-man dev team. I've got 3 of them with heavy bolters, and I've got 1 of them with a missile launcher. The sergeant has a plasma pistol and a chainsword. Okay guys, so I believe that's everything for this list, and I'll be back now in just a sec with the battlefield and objective.
Okay guys, so welcome to the battlefield. So I've already done deployments, so the Desert Angels are over here, the Brothers of Atonement are over here. We're kind of fighting in this old Imperium ruined base, I guess. So I'll show you what cards I drew for open war. So the deployment zone's like this. So I've got 2 dice there, and then it's corner to corner for that. The objective is standoff. I place 1 objective marker in the center of the battlefield. After determined deployment zones, starting with the defender, each player places 1 objective marker within their deployment zone, more than 6 away from the battlefield edge. At the end of each battle round, each player scores 1 victory point if they control the objective marker within their own deployment zone, 2 victory points if they control the objective in the center, and 3 victory points if they control the objective in the enemy's deployment zone. Then the twist I drew. Torrential rain and wind makes it all but impossible to focus on enemies at a distance. Models receive the benefit of light cover if they are more than 18 away from the attacking unit. Nice, so they're -1 to hit basically, if they're more than 18 away. Right, I'll quickly show you. I'll go through what the armies are like. So the Stormhawk veterans are in here. There's the 10-man unit in there. There's still one 10-man unit. I didn't tactical squad them. I got my captain here. Got the Devastator squad here. Oh, I also forgot to mention the objective is there for the Brothers of Atonement. Over here, oh, let me move my lieutenant slightly. I split the tactical squad into 2 5-mans. So I've got 5 bolters and a missile launcher here. I got 2 melter guns and 3 bolter guns here. My lieutenant's here. Then we've got the objective in the centre. Then for over here, I've got my lieutenant for Desert Angels with the Primaris Intercessors. I got my flyer. I got my dev squad on this ruin here with the sergeant next to the objective, which is in that building over there. And then finally I've got the tactical squad and the librarian over there. I've been using some regular white dice today. I've got a dice to keep track of the turns, points and some wound dice. And I'm also trying out a dice tray thing today, see how that goes. Okay guys, so that's everything for the battlefield prep. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to roll off to see who's taking the first turn, or the starting initiative. So, Brothers of Atonement got a 2, and Desert Angels got a 6. So, Desert Angels will be taking first turn. Okay guys, so welcome to Desert Angels turn 1. So I've done the movement. In the command phase I got 8 command points, so I'm up to 7 command points. I put my lieutenant's ability, his aura ability, on the intercessors. So now they get to reroll 1s to wound. So they've moved up. My librarian and the tactical squad has moved up. The devastator squad has stayed put. And my flyer pivoted slightly and flew over there to deal with the battle line of the Brothers of Atonement. And that's pretty much it for the movement, guys. So, Psychic, don't think there's really a point of casting anything just yet because I'm out of range of Smite and stuff like that. So I'm just going to leave that for now. And we're just going to do some shooting, I think, guys. So I'll start off with these guys, the intercessors. Now I could see this squad here with a rocket launcher, and I can also see that squad and the lieutenant. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to shoot my Stalker bolt rifles into the melter squad at the back, just because they're kind of scary for my flyer. So I've got 5 shots with them. Now, it will be a -1 because I moved. Well, it would have been a -1 anyway because of the twist. So I'm hitting on 4s. I don't get any rerolls, but luckily I don't need that. So you got 4 hits. Then it's going to be 4s to wound. So I get 2 wounds. Sorry, that was a 4. And that was a 5. What I'm going to do, because these are -3 now, I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of these. And that's a fail. Okay, so I'm down to 6 CP. Like so. So I got 2 wounds through. It's usually -2, but because of the heavy doctrine we're in, Devastated Doctrine, I believe, it's -3 for these now. So the Space Marines will have a 6-up save. They save 1, but they failed 1, so that kills a Tactical Marine. We'll just take a bolt. Yeah. So that's them shot. The Desert Angels devs are going into the Brothers of Atonement devs. So I'm going to shoot the rockets. I'm going to shoot. So I got 2 missile launchers, frag missiles or frag rockets at the dev squad. So it's going to be 2d6 shots because I have 2 rocket launchers. So I get 11. It's usually a -1. but because I haven't moved, I get +1. So it's going to be just 3s. I get +1 because of the Dark Angel's tactic. I don't get to reroll any 1s. Still got a decent amount of hits though. Ooh, I don't know if I'm recording that properly. Lol. So we got 7 hits. Then it's going to be force to wound. So we get 3 wounds. These are -1, but because they're in the ruin, they get +1, so it's just going to be their 3-up save. And they pass then. Maybe it was probably worth doing the crack missile. Oh well, live and learn, I guess. Then we got the heavy bolter with 3 shots. Now I'm going to... No, it doesn't matter, I don't think. So the heavy bolter, 3 shots, 3s, all hit. Wounding on 3s. Oh, I dropped die outside the box. We get 1 wound, so it's -2, not -3, sorry. So they get +1 for being in the cover, so it's a -1, so they need a 4-up save. Which they fail, so I'm actually going to CP that. And it fails anyway, so the Brother's Atonement will be on 5 CP. And I'm just going to kill the Sergeant with the plasma pistol. Okay, so that's the dev shot and them shot. Now I need to figure out what I want to shoot with this. Okay, so for my Stormhawk, I'm going to do the las-talon and... Yeah, I'm going to do the las-talon and the 2 assault cannons into the squad with melters. And I'm going to do 2 crack missiles into the devs. Okay, so I'll do the las-talon first into the melter squad. So it's 2 shots, hitting on 3s. I missed with 1, lol. Strength 9, so it's wounded on 2. That sucks. And I CP'd something earlier, so I can't do it now. Okay, so that was a bit of a whiff. The assault cannons. So that's 12 shots. 3s. That's pretty good. Get rid of those 2. Then it's going to be assault cannon. It's going to be 3s to wound. Oh, that's pretty good. Making up for freaking other shots. And these are going to be at -2 now because of the Devastator Doctrine. So it's going to be a 5-up save. So the Tactical Marines get 3 of those, but they do lose 2 Marines, and it does put 1 on a wound as well. Remove the 2 tacticals and I put a wound on the melter guy over there. Which is not good for the flyer because I was kind of hoping to take out the melter guns, but oh well. Then I've got 2 crack missiles going into the devs. So hitting on 3s, both hit. Wounding on 2s. Just double check that actually. Yeah, because it's strength 8. So yeah, 2 wounds. These now are at -3, but because they're in cover, it's -2. So it's going to be 3 5s. They fail those 2. So I'm going to have to roll these one at a time. D6. Kills 1. And it kills 2. So I'm going to remove 2 heavy bolters. Because I think the rock launcher will be useful against the flyer if the melters don't manage to do it. So that's Desert Angel turn 1. They score 1 victory point because they hold their own objective. I'll do morale now. Let me just put a point there. So they score 1 victory point. Let me just remove the dead. I'll quickly show you. So this dice is for the turns. This is CP. Blue is Desert Angels. Black is Brothers of Atonement. And then I'm going to use these orange dice as points. So they scored 1 point. Okay. So I'm going to do morale now. So the devs, there was 5 in the squad. They lost 3. On a 1 is a pass. The tactical squad lost 3 as well. Yeah, I am counting properly. Lol. A 5. So they lost 3. Their leadership is I forget for a tactical marine. Tactical marine leadership. So the leadership 8, and they lost 5. They lost 3. So 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I believe they're fine. Otherwise I would have just spent the CP, yeah. So the Space Marines are fine. They passed on an 8. Okay guys, so that's the end of that turn, and we'll be back now in just a sec with Brothers of Atonement turn 1. So in the command phase I got a command point, so the Brothers of Atonement are back up to 6. I put my captain's aura ability on the Stormhawk veterans, so they now get to reroll 1s to hit, and I put my lieutenant's ability on the melter guns, so they get to reroll 1s to wound. So I moved the Stormhawk veterans and the captain out of the ruins. I moved a heavy bolter down to the objective, but I left the rocket launcher there, and I left the lieutenant and the tactical marines where they are there. So for the Brothers of Atonement, I guess the main thing is now is to take out the flyer, because that'll be a good hit against the Desert Angels. So I don't have any psychic, so we'll just go on to some shooting. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot the 2 melters into the flyer. So because the flyer is not hovering, it's still a -1 to hit. So I'm hitting on 4s. So I don't get a hit. I'm trying to think. Because I gotta reroll 1s with the lieutenant, I'm gonna spend a CP. So it'll take me down to 5, and I'm gonna reroll 1 of these. So that's a hit. Now it's strength 8. The flyer is toughness 7, so it's going to be a 3, and that's a wound. So it's -4. So the flyer doesn't get a save against that because it's only a 3-up save. So it does d6 damage. 2. Ooh, it's not the best. Oh yeah, well I can't do anything about it anyway. So I'm trying to think, how many wounds does it have? It has 10 wounds, so it's taken 2, so it'll leave it with 8 wounds left. Like that. Okay, so that's the melter shot. I'm going to shoot... I'm going to shoot a plasma pistol shot from my lieutenant into the flyer. So he's sitting on a 3 now. Oh, let me move that dice. He hits on a 6. 4s because I'm not overcharging. So that's a wound. It's -3. So it'll be a 6-up save. Fails, so he takes another wound. So he's got 7 wounds left now. Then I'm going to shoot my tactical squad. So I'm going to shoot the rocket launcher first. So I'm going to shoot a crack grenade. Crack rocket, sorry. So that will be hitting on a 4. So that hits. Wounding on a 3. That wounds. It's... oh, I forget. -3. So I'll have a 6-up save with the flyer. I know it's not really worth it with a 6-up, but I'm going to spend a CP to try and save it. Hey, it's worth. So I dodged that rocket. Then I got the bolters, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'll be 8 shots with the bolters. So it's going to be 4s. Get 4 hits with that. So it's going to be 5s and 6s to wound. We do get 1 wound. We are in the dev doctrine, so we don't get a -1. So it's just going to be a 3-up save, which he fails. So he takes another wound. So the flyer's got 6 wounds left. I'm going to shoot the rocket launcher from the dev squad into the flyer. I'm going to shoot a crack. So hitting on a 4. That's a miss. I'm trying to think. I'm going to shoot my 2 plasmas. And I'm going to overcharge them. So I'm going to shoot this one first. So they both hit. The next shot, they also both hit. So their strength 8 now, so it's going to be 3s to wound. So that's still 3 wounds. Plasma, I believe, is -3. It's 6-up saves. I don't get any of them. How much damage? Plasma gun. So it's 2 damage. So that's 2 for 6 damage. That's enough to take out the flyer. So I'm going to see if I blow up. Which I don't. I would have put, sorry I forgot to mention, I would have put my special shot bolt guns into the flyer just to take it out. So the Stormhawk veterans took out the flyer, which is not good for the Dares and Angels, because that's a big chunk of their force. So that's the end of the shooting, guys. I was going to charge the captain into the flyer as well, but I'm not going to bother. Well, it's dead, so I can't. So the Brothers of Atonement score 1 victory point, because they hold their own. So it's now 1-1, and they're both on 5 CP as well. So we'll be back now in just a sec with Dares Angels turn 2. Okay guys, so done my command phase. I got a CP and I put my lieutenant's ability on the intercessors. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm on 6 CP now, and then I moved everything up. My lieutenant's abilities on them. Now I thought the biggest thing that the Dares Angels will focus on is the Stormhawk vets, so I kind of moved everything to take them on. So my lieutenant, my intercessors and 2 bolters are in range of them, and my devs. So I'm just going to focus fire on them basically. I am in range to do a smite actually from my Librarian, so I'll do that next in the psychic phase. Yeah, it's a 12. It is a perils. Okay, so that's not good for the Librarian. Ooh, do I want to re-roll that? So I'm not going to CP that, I'm just going to take it on the chin. So I do D3 mortal wounds to myself. The Librarian takes 1. Beep. And then I do D6 to the Stormhawk vets. 3. I'm going to do a banter roll and we're going to re-roll that. See if we can get a sneaky 6. Sneaky 6 is due. A 5, that's good. So we do 5 mortal wounds. So we kill 2 marines and we put 1 on a wound. I'll take it. Then he's going to cast Might of Heroes on himself. So that goes off on a 9. So he's got +1 toughness, extra attack and extra strength, I think, for that. And that's the psychic phase done. So go on to some sneaky shooting. Actually, how many wounds does a Librarian have? He has 4 wounds. My Librarian. Sorry, so my Librarian will be on 3 wounds now. Now, go over to my shooting phase. I'm going to shoot the 5 intercessors into the stone garvets. So I'm within 18 now, but I moved with heavy weapons, so it's -1. So it's be 4s. They all hit. Nice. Then it's going to be 4 steward. I get to reroll 1s because of the lieutenant's ability. Damn, son, those intercessors are going for it. Okay, so that's -2 for the stone garvets. So it's going to be 5 up 6. Ooh, they did alright for that. But they do 2 damage, so they save those. I'm trying to think. Do I want to see P1? Because I'll be another 2 killed and I still got the devs. I will try and CP one of those, so I'll be down to 4 CP. Ah, it didn't worth. It wasn't worth. Yeah. So we lose 2 more Marines, so we've lost 4 stone guard vets. Okay. The next thing I'm going to shoot the 2 tactical Marines that I can see. So it'll be 2 shots, hitting on 3s. That's 1 hit. Wounding on a 4, and that's a fail wound. My lieutenant is going to shoot his grav gun. Don't go breaking my balls. So it's going to be 1 shot, hitting on a 2. Hits. It wounds on a 3. That's a wound, and that is minus. Grav is. Damn, it's -3. So it'll be -4 because it's rapid fire. So they won't get a save, and because the Marine has a save of 3 or better, it does 2 damage, so that would kill another Marine. So that was pretty freaking cool. Sneaky grav gun there. Then finally I shall shoot my devs. Now the question is, what type of rockets do I want to use? Because there's no... I'm going to shoot the crack, I think. So I'm going to do 2 crack missiles into the stern galvets. I'm far away, but Dark Angel's ability, so I get +1. So it'll be 3s. Nice. Then it's going to be strength 8, so it's going to be 2 to wound. That's 2 wounds. 2 -2, so that's going to be a 5 up save. And the Stone Guard veterans nail it. Then we've got a heavy bolter, hitting all 3s. 2 hits. Get rid of you. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. -1. And he gets it. He's fine. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I think that's it for the Desert Angels turn 2. So at the end of Desert Angels turn, they score 3 points now for holding the center and their own objective. I mean, we took 5 Stone Guard veterans out, so I think with everything we've killed, we're kind of even on deaths, you know, points wise. So it's kind of balanced now, I guess, rebalanced. So we'll be back now in just a sec with Brothers of Atonement turn 2. Sorry guys, I forgot to do leadership morale for the Stone Guard vets. So they lost 5. The leadership 9. A 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. They 8. So in my command phase, I get a command point. So that'll take me back up to 5 with the Brothers of Atonement. I put my captain's ability on these guys, so I'm still with 6. And I put my lieutenant's ability on the bolters, on the unit with bolters and a rocket launcher. Then for movement, I moved everyone up slightly. I left the dev squad in the building holding their objective. I think the main target I want to take out this turn with the Brothers of Atonement is the intercessors and the Librarian. So hopefully now I can focus fire from the Stormhawk vets into them, the tack squads into them, maybe throw a grenade from the captain, and then hopefully charge the Librarian with my captain, and hopefully take both those units out. But we'll see how it goes now. Okay. So there's no sidekick, so I'll just do my shooting. So the first thing I'm going to shoot is my Stormhawk vets. I'm going to shoot my 2 plasma guns, and I'm going to overcharge them, and they are going into the intercessors. So I'll overcharge the first one. So 1 hit, 1 miss. The next 2, they both hit. Right, then it's strength 7, so it's going to be strength 8, sorry. The 2s. We still managed to get a 1. I'm going to CP that. So it takes me down to 4 CP. So that's 3 wounds. Because we're in the rapid fire doctrine. It's -4. So they won't get a save against that. And plasma gun 2 damage. So that was straight up kill 3 intercessors. So we'll just take the back 3. Let's put them over here. So we lost 3 intercessors there. Then we got the specialist bolt guns. So they were in rapid fire range. So it'll be 2, 4, 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. They all hit. Not very good for the intercessors. They're going to die. Then it's going to be wounding on 4s. Oh, dude. That's just 1. Okay. It's -4 now because no, it's -3. So I do get a 6-up save. He fails, so one intercessor takes a wound. Put it on this guy. Here. So that's the Stormhawk vet shot. I'm going to shoot my rocket launcher into the intercessors. I'm going to shoot I'm going to shoot a crack. So it's 1 shot. It hits. 2's to wound. Oh, dude. Oh no. That's not good. I know I CP'd something earlier, didn't I? Lol. Okay. I'll throw a crack grenade into the guys from my captain. As a hit. It's strength 6, so it's going to be a 3. And that fails to wound, lol. Then I'll shoot a rocket, so I'll shoot the crack grenade and the bolters into the intercessor squad. So the crack missile, sorry. That's a hit. Wounds on a 2. That's a wound. It's minus. Imagine I remember. It's -2, so it'll be a 5-up save. Missile launcher, -2. Yeah, so the intercessor saves that. Then we got the 4 bolter shots. They are within half range, I did measure. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 shots. 8 shots, going to be 3s. Get rid of them. 4s to wound, rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Get rid of that one. Sorry. So these now are at -1 because of the doctrine we're in. So it's going to be 4s. So we pass 2, but what I'm going to do, I am going to CP one of those with the Desert Angels. Didn't matter anyway. Okay, so that kills one and it kills the one on wounds, so the bolters wipe out the intercessors. Whoppa! Well, that's one objective done for the Brothers of Atonement. Then, so that's my shooting done. Then we're going to go on to the other part of the phase, which is charge the Librarian. So my captain is going to charge the Librarian. Yeah, why the hell not? I'll freaking Overwatch, Panther. Sorry, I spent 1 earlier. So I'm on 3 CP now. He's got 1 shot. It's on a 6. That was close. No, he misses. The captain is going to make his charge. He gets in. Bosh. Like that. And I believe I'm still... Yeah, yes I am. So I'm within 3 of the center of the objective. Nice. Right, I'm not going to charge anyone else, so let's go to combat. Okay guys, I'm just back from a quick break, and I've noticed in the break that I was missing a few things. So because of my Librarian's Warlord trait and his artifact, he has an extra 2 wounds, so technically he had 6 wounds, and he does get a 6 up, feel no pain. So when he took the mortal wound from his powers earlier, I roll a dice, no, so he's down to 5 wounds now. I've also been forgetting about Master Artisan for the Brothers of Atonement, so apologies about that as well. Right, so where we left off there was the combat phase. Now my Librarian is going to pop off his Armor of Indomitus relic, so he has a 2-up save and a 3-up invuln now. There, I don't think my Brothers of Atonement captain can do anything. So he has Champion of Humanity, fight resolves, add 1. So he gets an extra attack, and he gets +1 to his hit rolls as well. So altogether now, the captain has 6 attacks, and because he gets +1, instead of it being 3s, now it's 2s. So 2s. He doesn't get to re-roll for himself, I don't believe, because I picked someone else. Then it's strength 8. So it's going to be, because my Librarian cast Might of Heroes on himself, he is now +1 toughness, so instead of it being 2s to wound, it's going to be 3s to wound. Okay, so that helped him out there. Do I want to CP this? I'm not going to CP that. I'm going to CP just in case he has to make a save. My captain has to make a save. So we've got 4 wounds there. Now my Librarian has activated his 3-up invuln for his armor of Indomitus. So it's going to be 3s. So he's got that. He saved 3 of them. I am going to spend a CP for the Desert Angels to see if I can save this. Which I don't. It's a 1. So it does 3 damage, but I do have my 6-ups. Nope. So my Librarian takes 3 wounds, which will leave him on 2. Which is insane. Damn, the Space Marine's got some badass relics. Okay, so now my Librarian is going to attack back. So usually he would have 4 attacks. Oh, wait. So my Librarian now gets to attack. So he has 3 attacks, +1 because he got charged, and an extra 1 because he because of the psychic power, whose name I forget. Sorry guys, there's too much crap to remember. 3s. Doesn't get any rerolls, so he's got 3 wounds through, 3 hits. It will be strength, it's +1 because of the force sword, so that would be strength 5, and it's +1 because of his psychic power, so it would be strength 6. So that would be strength 6 3s. So he got 2 wounds there. My Brothers of Atonement captain has his storm shield. He has a special storm shield as well because of his relic. So he's going to have a 4-up invuln. So the sword's -3. So I'm just going to use this 4-up invuln. He fails 1. But he also passes 1. So I'm going to spend a CP. So it'll take me down to 3. And then I'm going to re-roll that. Nice. So he's passed both of that. So both of my characters are fought now. And that's pretty much the turn, guys. So the Brothers of Atonement score 3 points now. Because they hold their one and they hold the center. So the score will be now 4. It's a tie on 4-4 at the moment for turn 2. Back now in just a sec with Desert Angels turn 3. So in my command phase, I got a command point, so I'm up to 3 command points now with the Desert Angels. I put my Lieutenant's Aura ability on the tactical squad. So I've moved everyone up forward. I left the devs, I moved the tactical squad and the lieutenant forward. I left the devs in the building, and I left my Librarian in combat with their captain. So I think this turn, my objective is really to survive the captain, but I want to take out the Sternguard veterans and those 2 holding the objective. So that way then, the Brothers of Atonement will have to, it'll make my situation with the Brothers of Atonement a bit more difficult. Right, so it's the psychic phase now. So my Librarian is going to cast a smite into my captain. It does go off. So that does D3 wounds. Does 2. So because it does 2 wounds, I have a 5-up feel no pain because of my relic. New. So I do take 2 wounds, which would leave me on 3 wounds with my captain. Ooh, it's freaking close. It's kicking right off. Right, so that's that. Now we do some shooting. I'm trying to think what I want to shoot at. I'll start off with my lieutenant. He's going to shoot the Sternguard veterans. So he has a rapid fire grav gun, or combi grav. So he hits on I think it's a 2. Librarian hits twice. Grav gun is strength 5, so it's going to be 3 to wound. That's 2 wounds. So he does 2 wounds. It's -2 now because we're still in the rapid fire doctrine. So it's -4, so they won't get a save. And because they have a save characteristic of 3, instead of doing 1 damage, they do 2 damage. So that kills 2 Marines. So I'm just going to take the 2 special bolters, like so. So that's him shot. My Librarian is going to shoot his grav pistol in combat with the captain. So on a 3. Now the question is, do I want to... I'm trying to think if I want to CP that. because it could do 2 damage if it gets past his save and stuff. I tell you what, guys, I am going to CP that. So I get it on a 5, sorry. So it hits. So it's strength 5, so it's going to be 3 to wound. It wounds. It's -3. So he's going to use his 4-up save. Yes, he gets it on a 4-up. It was worth a try though, because if that went through, he would have only been on 1 wound. Then I'm going to shoot my tactical marines, and they're going to go into the stern guard vets. What I'm going to do, I've got a combi flamer and a flamer in the squad, so I'm going to shoot the 2 flamers into them, and then the rest of the bolters are going into them. So I'll do the flamers first. So it's 2d6. That's how it is. It's 3. I was kind of hoping for a bigger number, but it is what it is. And then it's going to be 4s. Nothing. Great. Hilarious. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolters. So that'll be 10 shots. Hopefully this does a bit better. So 10 bolter shots now. Hitting on 3s. Not re-rolling. Oh, that's what I forgot to do, is my lieutenant's freaking ability. Apologies if I missed that. Then it's going to be 4s to wound, re-rolling 1s. No 1s. Interesting. So these are on -1, so it's going to be a 4-up save. Oh, dude. That's a heavy, that is. Dude, that's not good. So we kill... Yeah, dude, that's the freaking crappiest roll I've seen. So... every roll that's crap is the crappiest roll I've ever seen. So we killed 2 stern guard vets. I don't know who to take. Do I leave a plasma gun? So I've lost 2. I am going to take the sergeant and the plasma gun and hope he stays. Actually, was it 4 and he's leadership 8? Yeah, okay. Damn. So I've left the plasma gun there. Those bolters are extremely accurate. Right. Now is the question. I'm going to shoot my devs now into these 2 here, and hopefully I can wipe them out. So I'll do the rockets first. So I'm going to shoot 2 crack rockets. I haven't moved, so I'm hitting on 3s. Damn it. Okay. And I can't CP that either. Lol. Okay. So 3s, and then wounding on a 2. So that's a wound. It's -3, I think, for a crack. Missile launcher. It's -2. -2. So it's -2 for a crack missile. So they get +1 for being in cover. So it's only -1, so it's a 4-up save. And they get it. Then we've got the heavy bolter. He hits with everything. Oh, is he going to make up for it? 3s. No, he could. Do I think? No, he's not rolling anything. Then it's -1 for a heavy bolter. They just have their standard 3-up save. Ooh, the budge. Have I CP'd something with the bros of Atonement? I can't remember. I don't think. Why would I have? No, I don't think I have. I'm going to spend a CP. Sorry if I have spent a CP. I just can't remember what I would have spent it on. Grav pistol? Ugh, no. I tell you what, I'm not... I tell you what, we're doing this the old-fashioned way. Best 2 out of 3. 1, 2, 3, I spent a CP. 1, 2, 3, I spent a CP. 1, 2, 3, I spent a CP. Okay, so I haven't spent the CP. So, I'm going to CP that, see if I can save. Didn't matter anyway. So, we do lose a Marine, so I'll just take the rocket launcher. Boop. Oh, I kinda wished we dealt with them, but it's how it is. Like, I've done better against what I've done. I've done better against the captain than I was thinking I was going to do, you know. Right, now. That's all my shooting done. I'm trying to think what I want to charge. See, I'm thinking, you know, my lieutenant could charge him and deal with that last one. Or I can charge the tactical marines, hold them off for a bit, just so I can score the points, stop them scoring for a turn. Because if they move here, they can kind of hold the objective. What I'm thinking actually, but then again I have to deal with the captain. Right, I tell you what I'm going to do. It might not be the smartest choice, but I'm going to try and attempt to charge my lieutenant into those tactical marines. I'm going to charge my tactical marines into the captain. And we'll just see how that goes, shall we? So my lieutenant... what does he need? My lieutenant needs about a 7-inch charge to get into the Marines. Should I pay... I'm not gonna... should I? Rocket launcher, but it's sitting on a 6. And I tell you what, I will spend the CP to do some Overwatch. Why the hell not? So the crack. That's a hit. That's a wound. Because it's, yeah, strength 8, yeah. So it's -2, so that will leave a 5. 3 up save, yeah. So that's fine, and then we got 1, 2, 3 bolters. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 bolters, so that'll be 6. No, we got 4 bolters, so it'll be 8 shots. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 6s. You get 1 on a 4. Hits. 4 up. And the lieutenant saves. So now can you make his charge? 5, 6. Dude, that sucks. Wait, do I have to reroll both of them now? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna do it. What the hell not? So I leave both of them on 1 TP. And it's the exact same roll, that's hilarious. Okay guys, so I looked at the rules. So I needed a 7 to get to base contact with the model. And then, but I rolled a 6, so I'm one inch away, but because of engagement range, that's fine. Like so. I think that's how it works. So the lieutenant did make it, and I didn't have to spend the stratagem to do it. Cool. Right, if I'm wrong about that, please correct me. Right, and then the next thing I'm going to charge my tactical marines. I'm going to put his wound dice over there. So the Librarian has 2, he has 3. My tactical marines are going to charge now the captain. 6, 7 yet, so they can pretty much go... Oh, sorry, I don't know if I caught that. So they can pretty much go wherever they want. Okay, so we'll do the charges first, I think. And then we go back and forth. So my lieutenant, he's just gonna go in. He's gonna go this way. Like that. Because there is another lieutenant there. So my lieutenant, he has 4 attacks. So he has 3, 4 for the chainsword. And 1 for the charge, so sorry, he has 5 attacks. So it's going to be 3s. No rerolls yet. Then it's 4s. 1 wound, -1. He's fine. Then we'll go over to my tactical marines. So the sergeant has a chainsword, so we'll do him first. So that will leave him with 3 attacks. Yes. No, wait. 2. No, leave him with 4 attacks, right? Because he has. So my sergeant will have 4 attacks: 2 for being a sergeant, 1 for the chainsword, 1 for the charge. It's 2 hits. 4s. Nothing. Right, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marines, which will leave 12 attacks. Because +1 for the charge. 3s. Boop, boop, boop. That's quite a decent amount of hits. Then it's going to be 4s. Then my captain will have a 2-up save. Ooh. 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 We do 2 wounds. I think I'm going to have to spend a CP for that, I think. So yeah. Yeah, so my captain just takes a wound. So the Brothers of Atonement have nil CP at the moment. So my captain is on 2 wounds. Boom. Like that. Ooh. Freaking heck. Then my captain gets to attack. So how many attacks does he have? So my captain has 6 attacks. But I'm thinking what I want to go into. I'm thinking I want to go into the tactical marines. Because if I wipe them, I don't get the Desert Angels aren't holding this, because the Librarian's more than 3. 6 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it all goes perfectly, I can kill a lot of them, and hopefully they fail. But then I could just spend the CP to make them stay. But it will make it easier for them to be wiped out the turn after. But then a Librarian then could just smite me. Yes. I don't know. Okay guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 3 attacks into the Librarian. And then I'm going to do 4 attacks into the Tactical Marines. So I'll do 3 attacks into the Librarian. So it's going to be 2s. Then it's going to be 2s again. Okay. Then, so it's -2 for Thunder Hammer. So my Librarian will have a 4-up save. So he fails both of them, even if I CP that. So 3, yeah. So that kills my Librarian. Oh, the Desert Angels Librarian. Then I've got, how many attacks did I do? 3, right? Because you have 6 attacks altogether. So then I got 3 attacks into the Tactical Marines. So they all hit. Strength 8 2s. Ooh. Yeah, none of them wound. Okay. Bam. Swing and a miss. Okay. Then we've got the Tactical Marines going into the Lieutenant. I'll just move them up slightly. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. Oh, damn. There's no CP to, there's no AP to this. It's just its 3s. My Librarian takes a wound. I believe it leaves him on 3 wounds. The combat phase done. So I'm going to do morale for this guy. So he lost 4 this turn. So leadership 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. He is fine. This guy lost 1. Yeah, he's fine. Sorry guys, I forgot to also do their points. So the Desert Angels score another 3 points, which is taken up to 7. So at the moment it's 7-4. So that's the end of Desert Angels turn 3. And we'll be back now in just a sec with Brothers of Atonement turn 3. Okay guys, so here we are with Brothers of Atonement turn 3. So again, a command point, so I'm back up to 1. I put my Lieutenant's ability onto the 2 guys here. Just hoping we could deal with this Lieutenant now. That's pretty much it for the command phase. For movement, I backed the Tactical Marines out of combat so I can open up fire on the Lieutenant. I moved the Stern Guard Veteran up close. Just another body on the objective, really. Maybe he's going to take a pop shot at some devs. I can't shoot the Tactical Marines, unfortunately, so they're just going to stay there. Really the plan is to hope my captain survives the attacks against the Tactical Marines, and then he can just do some damage that way. And then hopefully he can free up some space then, so these Tactical Marines could take the objective, basically. So we'll just see how it goes. So I'll start off with some shooting. So I'm going to do 2 melter guns into the Desert Angels Lieutenant. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on a 2. I get a reroll because of my Lieutenant. Right, so that hits. It's -4. Doesn't get a save. Is it -4? Yeah. So he takes 2 damage, so that leaves him on 1 wound. So my Desert Angels Lieutenant's on 1 wound. I'm going to shoot my plasma pistol from my Brothers of Atonement Lieutenant. He's not going to overcharge this. Just 1 shot, and he misses. Should I CP that? I'm trying to think. No, I'll save my CP for my captain. Then, so that's that. That's pretty much all the shooting we can do. Oh no, I do have... I'll shoot this Stern Guard Veteran into the Lieutenant. He is not going to overcharge these. They both hit. Strength 7, 3s. They both wound. They are at -4 because they're still in the rapid fire doctrine. So that kills that Lieutenant. Boop. So the HQ is down for the Desert Angels. So that's the shooting phase. Charge phase. I'm thinking, is there a point of charging the Stern Guard Vet in? I could kill one. I could probably charge my Lieutenant in as well, just go through the ruin. Oh no, we'll take... Yeah, I'll tell you what guys, I'm going to charge my Stern Guard Veteran in first. Oh, I could have used that for the Lieutenant. Oh well, so Stern Guard Veteran gets in, and now I'm just going to measure what I need for the Lieutenant. Ugh, right, let's back it up. Back it up. So he needs to go round slightly. So let's say I'm gonna say a 9. So Lieutenant needs a 9. He fails, and I'm not going to CP that because I'm still saving it for my captain. Right. I could probably charge those guys in actually. Yeah, it's about a 10 for them. They also failed to get in. It was worth a shot. So then we got the Sterling veteran who has 2 attacks, 1 for the charge, so that'll leave him with 3 attacks. 3s. Could kill 1. 4s. Gets 1 wound. That will be a 3-up save, and they pass. Then the Desert Angels, Tactical Marines are going to do everything into the captain. So do the Sergeant first with his... Oh, I shouldn't have charged because now they get the extra attacks. So the Sergeant, 2 attacks, +1 for the chainsaw, +1 for the charge. So that leaves him with 4 into the captain. 3 and 4s. 2 wounds. He has a 2-up save. Gets it on a double 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tactical Marines. So that will be 12 attacks from them. Yeah. So 3s. Could be weighted dice here. Could take the captain out. 4s. Actually. So it's 4s to wound. I thought he was +1 toughness, so I had to check quickly. So he has a 4-up. He has a 2-up save. So he fails 1, and he also has a 5-up feel no pain, which he fails. So he does take a wound. So he's got 1 wound left. So he's got 4 attacks. So he's got 5 attacks now because he hasn't charged his turn or been charged. So he's hit now on +1 because of his relic or something like that. Oh no, he's not near a hero anymore. So because he's not, because the Brothers of Atonement captain isn't near an enemy hero, he loses his attack and he loses the +1 to hit. So he's got 4 attacks hitting on 3s. So they all hit. 2s. Dude. I'm actually going to CP that one, because why not? Okay, so that's 4. Then, so the Brothers of Atonement are out of CP again. So that's 4 up -2. So 3, 4, 5. It's 5 to save. Damn, that's insane. So I'm actually going to spend a CP to see if I can save that Marine. No, that would have been epic. So the Desert Angels have got 1 CP left. Boop. So we do lose 1 Tactical Marine, so I shall just take this back one here. Oosh. Right. Now I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So the Desert Angels are still holding that objective because they got more battle line in there than those guys. So the Brothers of Atonement are just scoring 1 point because they hold this one with the bolter. So that would leave, it's now 5. Right. So at the end of turn 3, it's now 7-5 to the Desert Angels. Okay guys, welcome to Desert Angels turn 5. So I get a command point, which takes me up to 2. I've left everyone where they are. So what I'm planning of doing is hopefully doing some damage to their attacking Marines. I know they still have 2 over there as well. shooting my bolt pistols from my Tatler squad. Hopefully I can plink the last wound off the captain and still survive an attack off the Sterngal vet, and then fight him in combat. No, if I kill him in combat. So pistols into the captain. If he dies, beat up the Sterngal vet in combat. Then I take those two out, hold the objective of more. Hopefully I could do some more damage then in the shooting phase with the devs, so that takes some of them out. And I hold the center, and then I score another 3 points, which would take me up to 10 for the Desert Angels. Then yeah, that's my plan for this turn anyway. So we're just going to see how it goes. So we're going to do some shooting now. I'm going to do the devs into the tactical marines. So I'll do the heavy bolter first. I'm going to so because of because of the Dark Angel's ability, or the SEP trait, hitting on 3s. I still have to wound as well. I was thinking of spending a CP to reroll one. Doing a 3. You little why am I saving for the rockets? No, I'm not going to spend a CP. So we get 1, and wounds on a 3. Gets a 4, so that's -1. Is it -1? Yeah, it's a heavy bolter. So that fails. Then we got 2 crack rockets. I'm going to CP that. So they both hit. Takes them down to 1. Then it's going to be 2s to wound. That's 2 wounds. It's -3, so they get a 6 up. They fail. They do D6 damage to the first one. Dude! The pain, yeah. So we kill one marine basically, because the other one then will do the other wound. Oh, that sucks. We'll just take a bolter. Or should I take a rocket marine? I don't see why I would need a rocket launcher at this point. I'll keep the rocket launcher just in case, you never know. Dude, that's disappointing. The plan's not going as we planned. Okay, so that's the Tactical Marine Squad, or the Des team shot. Then I'm going to do 7 pistols, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pistols into the captain. I forgot to mention, because we are in turn 4, is it? I believe it's Assault Doctrine now. So pistols and melee are a -1. So that's something, I guess. So 6 pistol shots. I dropped a die, crap. Hitting on 3s, these are all going into the captain. Wounding on 4s. Got 3 freak, can we get away with it? So he has 2+ save, it's -1 because of the Assault Doctrine. And we got him. Oh no, he does have a 5 up as well. Yeah, we got him. So we took out the captain with both pistols. Yeah. So that's part of the plan. Then it's going to be, that's all my shooting, so it's going to be the combat phase now. So I'm just going to pile in with my marines. 4 my Tactical Marines beat up the Sterngal vet. I forgot that the Sterngal vet gets to attack first. So he has 2 attacks hitting on 3s. They both hit. Wounding on 4s. They both fail. Then now we get to attack. So we got Sergeant with a chainsword. So he has 2 attacks, 1 for the chainsword. So it's 3s. Then it's going to be 4s. He gets nothing. I'm actually going to CP one of those, just because it's -2 because of those now. So that's a wound. That's a wound. But he has a 5-up save, which he fails. So the Desert Angels are out of CP now, and the Sterngal Vet takes a wound. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Space Marine attacks. Crap, I dropped a die. Yeah. 5 Space Marine attacks. 3s. And 4s. It's 1 wound. -1, so he'll have a 4-up save. And he fails, so we do kill the Sterngal Vet. Ooh. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, because now it's open season, baby. So that's the turn for turn 4 for Desert Angels. They score 4 points now, so that'll take them up to they score 3 points now. Apologies. So that'll take them up to 10. So at the moment it's 10-5. Okay guys, so again command point, so it takes me up to 1 with the Brothers of Atonement. Same again with these guys now, they're in Assault Doctrine. So they get +1 to pistols and melee weapons. So I just basically moved everyone forward. I left the Heavy Bolter on this objective. So we're just gonna, plan is just to wipe out the Tactical Marines. So that will take us up to, that'll give us 3 points at the end of this, so that'll take us up to 8, and then hopefully then we can win it that way. We'll see how it goes now. So first thing I'm going to do, plasma pistol. I'll give my melter guns the lieutenant's ability, so they get to reroll 1s to wound. So I'll start off with them first. So they got 2 melter guns. Those are going into the Tactical Marines. Hitting on 3s. Yeah, I'm going to CP that. Nice. So I'm out of CP now. Then it's going to be 2s to wound. Rerolling that 1 because of the lieutenant. Nice. It's minus, I think it's like -5 now. So it's 2d6 damage, the first one. Kills 1, and 1's on a wound. So we'll kill this Marine and leave him on a wound. Actually, we'll leave this guy on a wound. Rocket launcher. We'll do the bolters for. We'll just shoot the lieutenant's plasma pistol. He's not going to overcharge this. He hits. Fails to wound. No, I'll do the bolters first. So I'm going to shoot the bolters, so that's 2, 4, 6. 3s. And then 4s to wound. 1 wound. There's no AP to this because we're in Assault Doctrine. They're fine on a 5. Then we got the rocket launcher. I'll do a crack. So it hits. Wounds. Can't remember what it is. It's definitely on a 5. So that kills the last guy. The guy on 1 wound. So that's my shooting done. Then we're going to do some charges. I'm going to charge the Tactical Marines in first. I haven't got a CP, so I can't overwatch. So the Tactical Marines, they get in. So I'm just going to put them in this way. Like that. 10's going to charge. He gets in at a 10. I'm just going to go this way. And then finally these 2 Tactical Marines are going to charge. Yeah. Ooh. I believe that's a fail. Yeah, so 2. Yeah, that's a fail. I think they needed like a 3 or something to get in, so they don't make it in. Okay. So I'll attack with the tactical squad first. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 becomes 8 attacks because they charged. Get rid of him. So attack Marines 3s. Get rid of them. 4s now. They get 4. -1, so 4 up 6. They get 2, but because it does kill another Marine. Yeah, I'm going to take the flame, I think. Leave the sergeant. Then the lieutenant's going to pile in. Lieutenant's going to attack with his power sword. My lieutenant's going to attack. He's got 4 attacks. 2s. Hits with all. Then 3s because he's +1 strength because of the power sword. Wounds with all. It's -3. It's actually -4 now because of the assault dark run. So they don't get a save, and it's 1 damage each. So that kills 1, kills 2. So that would leave just the sergeant. Damn. Yeah. Then the sergeant will get the hit back, so the sergeant will go into the tactical marines. So he's got a chainsaw, 2 attacks, 3, 4 attacks, 3s, no, and 4s, 1 wound, -2, 5 up, fails, so 1 marine takes a wound. I'll just put it on the guy in front of him, like that. Okay. So that's the combat phase, and that's the end of turn 4. So the Brothers of Atonement will score 3 points now, so I'll take them up to 8. I I'm trying to think if I should play turn 5, to be honest with you. Morale for this guy, nearly forgot. Oh, he lost pretty much everyone. On a 6, he's just gone. So I lost him. So even if 2 rockets, yeah, I don't think I can. I tell you what, guys, I'm not going to bother playing turn 5, just because even if I wipe them out with the devs, I still got a lieutenant and those guys to deal with. So say now I wipe those guys out, I'm still not holding the objective, so I get a point, which will take me up to 11. Then in Brothers of Atonement turn 5, they will score 3, so that would take them up to 11. They're on 8 now. 3. Yeah. Oh, it's a draw then. Oh, okay. So, guys, this looks like it's going to be a draw. So, the Desert Angels and the Brothers of Atonement cut their losses and fall back behind their lines. So, I'll talk you through it. So, the Brothers of Atonement are on 8 now, turn 4. And the Desert Angels are on 10. I don't think I can get 1 point for the Desert Angels, so I'll take them up to 11. Then the Brothers of Atonement will still be holding that objective and their own at the back, so I'll give them 3 points. 3 plus 8 is 11, and there's your draw. Now, guys, I'm just going to talk to you right now about my thoughts. It was pretty freaking close. It was pretty insane. I think I was expecting that for Space Marines, though. I know the Desert Angels had fly superiority, but the Brothers of Atonement had the right guns to take them out. And because everyone's 2 wounds now, it doesn't matter if you bring Primaris. really. I know the Stalker bolt rifles are really good. They helped out. But like, it's just the 2 wounds that makes them last longer. The list's really cool, balanced, I think. I think I might have forgotten 1 or 2 things. I'm pretty sure I completely forgot about Master Artisan. So that could have paid off. So apologies about that. Maybe I wouldn't have had to spend CP. But there was just so much I had to think about between the 2 armies. I only remember turn 2 about their relics and stuff. Luckily, when they got into combat, I remembered everything. So I do apologise about the mistakes I made. When I play like open war games, it's not really a competitive sense anyway. I just play it for funsies and fluff. So I hope you guys can forgive me on that, and I hope you still enjoyed the battle report. So that's going to be it from me. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.